Guys, before you watch my re-review of Walkers, I want to put a bit of context there behind it. Now, I imagine loads of you have watched Danny v Food, and Danny went and had 2 pasties, and the owner wasn't very happy and threw him out, basically, and said, no, I'm not having you in here, etc., etc., etc. I was there on the same day. Now, it's interesting that the owner of Walker's Fish and Chip Shop is also the owner of the 2 pasty places, and yes, threw me out as well. Now, he's entitled to do that. He owns the restaurants and the pasty shops, so I think that's absolutely fine. Now, after Danny's review of the pasty shops, and he gave a nice review, he gave it a good score, they got review bombed. Okay, loads of people put 1-star reviews up there. That's not fair. Now, Gemma owned a fantastic cafe, Herdwick's, up in Coniston. Same thing happened to her after an influencer went there. She got review bombed, and I went up there and I sort of said, guys, you know, this is wrong, etc., etc. Loads of you gave her 5-star reviews, and that really helped Gemma. But that's not the right way to do it. If you've gone to a restaurant, okay, you have the right, in my opinion, to actually give a review. So please, whatever you do, and I'll be disappointed in you if you do it, don't just go in and put a 1-star review and hurt this this business. Now, there's a post that's gone up by the owners of Walkers and Fish and Chip Shop and the pasty place. I'm going to put it up here just so you can take a look at it. But I actually want to pull a point here. They are right. They have the right to refuse service. They pay the bills. They have that full right. Okay. I also have a right as a customer to go in and try the food. Now, from his point of view, he said, he actually said an awful lot more than this, and that's why I put it up there. In an increasingly challenging hospitality environment, and it is so challenging out there, we will no longer tolerate professional YouTubers. I appreciate that, thank you. Slating local businesses their own financial gain. And he goes on, no, hold it a second. I went there with Danny, okay, and I had fish and chips in Walker's Fish and Chip Shop. It was absolutely shocking. Now, I have a right. I went in and I paid for that food, okay? And before I even say that, the reviews online before I went there were absolutely bad as well. So loads of people said that they went there and the food was shocking. What Danny had at the same time wasn't acceptable. Now, for the owner then to suddenly say, yeah, Danny v Food, Gary eats, Greeno eats, whoever it is comes down here and slates my business. I have recommended some amazing restaurants, and I pride myself on really trying to help local businesses. And I've been in the hospitality industry, so I have been in that coal-fire edge for 35 years. So I know what it's like. I know what their overheads are. I know how to work out GP margins, profit and loss accounts. I've done it all. I've done it all my life. What you need to do is make sure that what you're actually delivering to the customer is acceptable and is right. If it says they're the best fish and chips, then make it the best fish and chips. Make it the best fish and chips. That's it. He's entitled to his opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Why do I do revisits? Because I hope they improve. Now watch the video and see if they've improved. Today, it is a beautiful day in Padstow. Why am I here? Just over a year ago, fish and chip shop behind me, I went and visited with my good friend Danny, and I've got to say I was treating Danny out, and I treated him very badly because it was not very good.
It's been sat there for a while and it's been cooked to order. I'm not convinced it has. As soon as I'm cutting in, that it's just grease pouring out of it.
If I'm honest, I don't know if I can take another bite of that, got it. The oil in it tastes really fat, it's like really old.
It tastes like really old oil.
Yeah.
That's not dry, it's just mush. That is possibly the worst piece of fish I've tasted for a long time. They're not very nice at all. State of that. Sausage has been in there since
Yesterday.
Noah was here. I'm giving it a 1.
Wow. With an old oil. And I think that's where they've gone wrong, because that batter's just gone, so £13.50.
Oh, I think it's dreadful, by the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't sitting so far away. I'd actually send that all back.
It's opened in 1982, and it says proudly serving Padstow. However, what I had at the time wasn't very good. So I'm coming back to see if it has improved. But I'm not sure I'm going to be welcomed with open arms. So, back to the usual. It is such a hot day. I cannot believe he's making me wear this on a day like today. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't even get it on. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Simon Jordan. Or a multitude of other people as well. Not sure I'm going to get away with this. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see the food, even with the glasses and everything else. As always. Can't believe I'm doing this. Let's give it a go. Oh, there you are. The disguise did not work. So for the first time ever, I've been blackballed. Basically, the owner saw me and said, get out, get out. He said, do not serve this man, don't serve him at all. So much for the disguise, hey? Simon Jordan, you're not allowed in there either. However, nothing's stopping me getting a takeaway and seeing if it's improved. And this is what it's all about. He's got the right to say no. He pays all the bills, so I've got no issue with that. However, what I want to do is I want to see if they have improved. Has he got something to hide? Has he not got something to hide? Has it improved? Has it not improved? So, take 2 coming soon. So I'm not going to be defeated by walkers. How am I going to get around it? Morgan, how are you doing?
How are we doing? You all
Really
right?
good. Morgan works for
Good tip,
Spud
Rich.
Bros.
Yes.
Okay,
There's a chance encounter this.
It was,
isn't
and I've met him before in the past.
What are the odds?
And he's kindly turned around and said, Gary, no problem. I'll get in there and I'll order it for you. So Morgan's kindly going to go in there and order it. And let's hope they don't recognise Morgan as well, unless they're actually
I'm not
sending
as
people
famous
around.
As you two. It's all right.
We shall see you very, very shortly. I really appreciate you doing that as well.
No worries.
Really good stuff. And I hope you don't get thrown out.
Yeah. Harry, I've got your scran here, mate.
Morgan, you're a star.
No worries.
How did it go? All good?
Yeah, service with a smile in there. No frills with the customer service in there. But
Were they happy? No?
got the good. Yeah, they were all right. Just,
A bit.
yeah, a bit just not bothered. Not bothered for this.
Would you get away with that in Spud Bros if you treat people
Never.
like that?
Absolutely never. It's always service with a smile at Spud Bros. It's always all about the customer.
Guys, I'll go through some other bits and pieces in a minute. Morgan, you saved the
I'll go and
day.
enjoy my holiday now.
You have a great time. Thank you so much. You saved the day there, Maddie.
No worries.
So, I have the goods. I'm going to find somewhere to have a little bit of a munch and what have you. Again, I want to shout out to Morgan there. Without him, I won't be able to do the video. And some of you might be saying, Gary, you shouldn't be doing it anyhow, but I'm going to give you my take on it. This is turning into the hardest review I've ever done, and I do mean ever. I was standing there, seagulls, not one. How I salvaged it, I don't know. Once again, thank you, Morgan. He got me haddock and chips, £14.70, peas, £1.95, mushy peas, I'd imagine. Curry sauce, £1.95, a battered jumbo sausage, minus the battered jumbo sausage, plain jumbo sausage. Okay, so we got it all. He got a plain jumbo sausage, in other words. £22.45. He said to me afterwards, he didn't want to say it on camera, but he said it was a little bit strained in there. Not that they actually knew who he was. Where are we at? So I'm having a look at it for the first time. It does look like I've opened the box. I assure you I have not. Ready? Today, go. Now that looks very similar to the last time I had it. And that is, if I didn't know better, okay, I'd actually say that was a frozen piece of fish because of the uniform of it. Let's just turn it over. Oh no. Guys, take a look here. Take a look here. Now, I can't bring this back, okay, for one simple reason. I wasn't going to have it in the first place. So, some of you are going to turn around and say, Gary, he refused you service, and I respect that fact. So, I'm going to close that for 1 second, because if the seagull comes, I'm not going to be able to taste it. So, I respect the fact that he's saying, no, I'm not allowed to eat in his restaurant. No, that's it. However, from my point of view, I went there for a reason, and that reason was, has it improved since the last time I went there? Now, from my point of view, if I was the owner of a fish and chip shop, or if I was an owner of a restaurant business, I'd want to actually listen to what people are saying, review-wise, etc., and I'd really want to improve. Not turn around and say, nah, it's not going to happen. That's why I've gone back in. So some of you might turn around and say you're out of order. I accept that, okay, but I personally think I'm in the right to actually carry on with it. I've shown it to you one side, I've shown it to you the other side. That looks incredibly greasy. Look at the state of that. Now it's glistening in the sun. Let's try a chip first. Now, where that is so greasy, I'm not going to try any of those chips because I don't think that would be too fair. Morgan's did ask for some salt and vinegar on them. Do you know what? They're really good chips. Yep, all different sizes. Beautifully cooked. Fantastic chips. Really fantastic. Yeah, no issue. Then we come to the haddock. I'm even frightened because of the greasiness of that. Yeah, it's come out of a fry, it's going to be greasy, but come on guys, look, 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 look. The grease is just oozing. Dripping out of it. Look, that's not particularly crispy on that side. I'm going to get my fingers all greasy and all the rest, but I want you to see. The fish looks okay. It's the batter that's awful. I can already tell you the batter's not good. Try the fish first. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Got to call that. That haddock is lovely. Absolutely lovely. But the batter, look at it the other side. It's just dough. It's greasy dough. If I had a tissue on me, I wouldn't have eaten it. The batter is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not trying any more of it. It's greasy, it's doughy. Look, you can even see, that's how doughy it is. It's clinging to the fish underneath. That is a real shame. The fish itself is real good quality, and like I say, the chips are very, very tasty. The batter is shocking. Right, pop that hither. I'm going to dive straight in on the sausage. And the reason why I'm doing that is last time I had a sausage, I put it down, next thing, seagull got it, one bite, whole thing down, solid, no issue, gone. That. I think he followed me for the rest of the day. That's obviously been in the fryer. It is universally browned all the way around. That's a nice sausage. That's a nice sausage. No issues. No complaints. It's not reinventing the wheel. Going all out. I do like that. So here's a surprise for most of you. You thought I was going to, just because the guy refused me, I was going to slam it. I can only review what's being served to me. The sausage was good, it was tasty. It's commercial sausage, but it's tasty good commercial sausage. I like that. That's good sausage. Chips are excellent. The quality of the fish is absolutely bang on. The batter is disgraceful. The sauce, that is curry. I'm sorry to do it like this, but it's the only way with these seagulls. This guy's doing a 54-point turn. Do not get the number plate, please. Do not turn around and get the number plate. Chip. I like the colour of the curry sauce. Clinging beautifully. That's really good curry sauce. It's fruity, but it's got the right level of background spice. Good chippy shop curry sauce. With the seagulls when you need them. I'll have to pick that up in a second. Or maybe not. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful curry sauce. Mushy peas. This is awkward viewing, I personally understand that. However, don't forget I was wearing a disguise at the beginning of this and I was going to sit in there, so I didn't come like a good Boy Scout fully prepared. I've got the whole peas, you've got some mushed up peas. They're good. They're not amazing, they're okay. A little bit salty. A little bit on the salty side. Right, I'm going to put that down. Just going to, because we are going to share. Let's just sum this all up. The bill. So, it's Walker's to Padstow. First time I came here with Danny. Now, one thing I do honestly believe is Danny is a brilliant expert when it comes to fish and chips. I brought him down for a treat. Just embarrassed. I was really eternally embarrassed. And what we had was absolutely shocking. Now, clearly, the chap who owns Walker's knows who I am. He probably knows who Danny is. And he also knows who I am when I'm wearing a disguise. I'm never going to look like Simon Jordan again. But he's right to turn around and say no. But it's my right to actually turn around and say, I'm still going to review it. And that's what I've done. I've taken my right to do it. So for the haddock and chips, £14.70. Tourist hotspot. Imagine the rates, rent, everything is absolutely massive there. I don't have a problem with the price of £14.70. I have no problem with the actual haddock itself, absolutely lovely. I had no problems with the chips. I thought the chips were brilliant. The batter was one of the worst batters I've ever had. Too greasy, too doughy, absolutely shocking. You saw the grease ooze out of the batter. That needed a lot more resting, or maybe it needed the oil to be that bit hotter, so all the oil didn't actually just seep into the batter. And that could be because it's just too busy. I can't tell you that because Morgan was the one who went and got it for me. The peas, $1.95. They weren't the best, they weren't the worst, they were just quite average. Curry sauce, that was a bargain, $1.95. Really, really enjoyed the curry sauce. The battered jumbo sausage, £3.85. It's all its money, but it was good sausage, and it was a good sausage. Sorry, that was the battered one. I didn't have the battered one. I had the plain jumbo sausage at £3.85. That was really good. You know, the battered one I didn't have. The plain jumbo sausage, really good, £3.85. £22.45 spent in total. What did I think? I think that the owner is... I think he's probably embarrassed for the last time I went there. I think he's probably embarrassed. I think from his end, what he produced last time wasn't particularly good. What he's produced this time is infinitely better. The batter was a disappointment. You know, that is a main part of fish and chips. Chips, as I say, were excellent. Marks I'm going to give it. It was infinitely better than last time. Batter was a disappointment. If the batter had been perfect on that, that would have been a top score. Really up there with a really good score. Because the batter wasn't that good. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 this time. I respect the fact that any owner of any business is allowed to turn around to me and say, no chance, I'm not interested, no, don't come in, don't do this, don't do that. I, as the customer, also have the right to actually go in, not go in, but I still sample the goods. As long as I'm paying for them, that's it. That's it, and I'm able to do a review. Now, whoever owns Walkers, okay, got to bear in mind, okay, when this video first went up, I guarantee you were looking at it saying, oh, he's going to do me again. That's not my style, that's nothing which I do. I can review only what's served in front of me. On this occasion, only one real element was a disappointment, and that was your batter. Everything else was very, very good. So, if you get other people coming in and doing a review, you know, bear in mind, I'm paying for the goods. I'm the paying customer, and I'm reviewing it as a paying customer. So, yeah, bear that in mind in the future. Guys, I'm so sorry. This was one of the most awkward videos of all time. I started off with the disguise. I had to borrow a member of the public. Thankfully, I knew who the guy was. And Morgan, yes, thank you very much. And yeah, I do, as I say, respect the fact that the owner didn't want to serve me personally, but he didn't serve me personally, he served Morgan. And Morgan, thank you for giving me your fish and chips, even though I paid for it. Guys, if you like and subscribe to the channel, you know I appreciate it. I've got to get out of the sun. I cannot believe the seagulls haven't found me here. We're going to share the rest of this. We're not going to share the batter. We're going to share the rest of it. And until next time, bye-bye. I know, I should have had tables and chairs and all the rest. I didn't come prepared. A bad Boy Scout. Don't know what I'm going to do now. Sausage, guys. Good sausage.